Big dreams are not made for everyone. This is the thought that I had few days back in my mind when I was in my most depressive phase. And I felt like I needed to put it down on paper. I wanted to like put it down in words. So I wrote a essay about it, explaining what I had in my mind, everything, every thoughts, every went down. And it turned out to be a very negative essay, but I just tweaked it a little here and there, and I would like to share my opinion on it. It's like dream bigger. It's like the most heard advice on the internet, and I believed it, and still now I believe it. But the thing is, somewhere it just becomes another thing that you survive, not something which you want to, which gives you wings or which gives you that free hope or which becomes your motivation. That is what I thought. I used to believe that dreams will make me feel more alive, make me feel like I have wings, make me feel like that I'm on the top of the world. But it's not every time like that. Sometimes it just adds to your burden, and it's reality for some case. And the problem is no one talks about that. No one on the internet says that, yeah, dreaming big sometimes kills you. Sometimes, like, with a mind like that who doesn't want to survive, it just adds to your burden, and nobody is talking about that. We here are just figuring out everything and looking at people. They're like doing it in a very hi-fi way, doing it in a nice way, and we are like here sitting and probably figuring out that, will I be able to wake up yesterday, or do I want to live, or I just don't know. It just seems like it's more harder for us who are struggling in our brain, and it's easy for them. But yeah, it's not easy for them because we are just looking at one side of the picture on the internet, and we don't know what they're suffering through. But yeah, it sometimes feel like, and it just makes me go to the rabbit hole and sit there and don't ever come out. So that is what I thought, and because when you're already struggling, dreams don't always give you wings. Sometimes they become another weight. Like every morning, they remind you how far behind you are, and every night gives you a conclusion of what you have not done that others have done. So it's always a like comparative essay that you make in your mind, comparative conclusion that you do it, and eventually your dream stops inspiring you. It just starts sit on the self and starts judging you. It's like it's that relative that starts judging you, that are you capable enough to achieve this, that, and all those things. And sometimes dreams become that for us, and however we try, it's become tougher and tougher and tougher. And if you have ever felt that way, you're not alone. I don't know about the world, but I am with you. If you have ever felt this way, I am with you. There's a classic example that I wrote in my essay. There was, imagine when we were in high school and we used to carry those bag in which we used to carry 9 subjects, books, copy, and everything, and it used to be so heavy. And then imagine you adding a pencil to it daily, like you add, and after some point, it just you add like thousands of pencils, and it just adds to your weight. And at first you don't notice it, but suddenly you're just not capable to move. It just makes it tougher. So that is what dream does sometimes to our brain who is already tired. It's like you're bleeding and someone tells you, give me your blood. It's like you need to stop that bleeding first, then you can give someone blood, right? Then you can help someone. That is what dreaming big with a mind who is already exhausted, who is mentally suffering, looks like. And it's not that we don't try. We try to find every video on the internet. We try to, get advices from people. We try to like help ourselves because we don't want to be in that space. We really don't want to be in that space. And those advices, when people tell you just be disciplined, control your mind, and do it anyway, those doesn't work. It just adds to a burden, and those words makes me feel more useless. I feel like these people are telling it so easily. It's like they are able to do it. Why can't I? Why am I the one suffering? How they are like doing it? Like, it just doesn't sum up. It's like it's just making me feel more useless. And because when my own mind is fighting against me, when your own mind is fighting against you, advices doesn't always become solution. It just becomes another reminder that what you're not capable of and what others are able to do. So it just creates a constant competitiveness or reminder that you are falling behind, you are not in that race, and you're just sitting behind, and you are a loser. That's it, nothing else. And when you feel that way, you try to figure out everything, and you try to watch another YouTube video, you try to find another Notion template, you try to see all those habits, and like they follow stuff and perfect schedule, everything, everything. Even if somebody tells you just go and lay on the ground and your life will be fixed, I think that some of us will try it. We'll go to the ground and lay there and then see if our life is fixed. But it doesn't happen that way. It just adds more to it. And sometimes it works for a few hours, for a few days, and if you're lucky enough, for a month. But then again, you're at the same point, and then suddenly all the things that were there was working suddenly stops working, and you're just sitting there and figuring out what did you do wrong, where did you went wrong. And all our life we do that. We try to fix things, we try to find answers, and then when we fail at everything, then comes the isolation phase, because we feel like nobody's understanding us, and we sit there. And isolation also doesn't work. It just makes us feel that we want to die, and that doesn't work, because sitting with people who don't understand you kills you, and sitting alone in silence and knowing too much also kills you. So you don't know what to do, and you always, or you sometimes become numb. It was not a choice. Neither do I wanted to become numb, neither do you wanted to become numb, but we became numb because we didn't have that choice. So at one point I realized something: we are not fighting our dreams, we are fighting a mind which is not able to carry it. And those two are not same thing. We often feel like healing comes after we have achieved success, but I think so it doesn't. Maybe healing is what allows us to carry those dreams. And I still believe in dreaming big, but I don't believe everyone carries those dreams in the same way, because sometimes our minds doesn't allow us to compete in the same way or go in the same way. It's just different for us, and we need to be graceful about it. We need to give us that space or love ourselves in that way, so we are able to tolerate ourselves. Yeah, we have to grow a self tolerance for ourselves. So some people begin the race with excitement, and others begin while trying to survive their own thoughts. Maybe it's stop believing that struggling means you're weak, because that is what I thought, that is what I still believe somewhere in my heart, that I am the weak one because I cry every 2 days, because I'm at my lowest every 2 days. But I'm not weak, I'm still trying to figure out. I am strong, I know it. So as for you, it's the same. It doesn't mean that if you're struggling, you are weak. Maybe some dreams don't need more discipline. Maybe they need a healthier mind to carry them. Maybe you just need a healthier mind. So, dreams should push you forward, but you need to like heal your brain first. You need to heal yourself first. And dreams shouldn't become a chain, like those bondage who is just trapping you, and you're sitting there, you're feeling more helpless. We need to first heal ourselves, because healing doesn't comes afterwards, it comes first. So we need to, we all out there who is suffering, you first need to heal yourself. And I guess we have a beautiful future in front of us which we can look up to and then achieve it. That is what I believe. That is what I think everyone should believe and look for the good.